All right, so you're wondering how a Joe Biden presidency is going to affect your business. As someone who grew and ran a 7-figure franchise business with over 25 employees, these are some of the questions you're probably thinking about. One, is Joe Biden being president going to help or hurt your business? Are you going to pay more taxes? Is there going to be more regulation in your business? Are things around healthcare going to change and the cost of healthcare going to change for business owners? All of these questions are things that I'm going to address in this video, so let's jump in. Guys, if you're new here, my name is Tariq Johnson. I built a 7-figure franchise business with 2 locations in California and Florida, 2,400 miles apart. Everything that I talk about on my channel is about growing a business, starting a business, growing a franchise, and then what to do with your money, as I've had 13 years of having my investment licenses and advising people on what to do with their money. I'd appreciate if you hit the subscribe button below, especially if you're getting value out of this video. Make sure you hit the like button. It helps the YouTube algorithm to help see more video and for these videos to get out. It really helps me out a lot, so let's jump in. So keep in mind, a lot of what we talk about in this video will depend on what happens in the Senate. Currently, as of the date of this video, which is November 8th, 2020, it's still undecided on who has majority in the Senate. So part of this is that the Democrats and Biden want to roll out about a $2 trillion stimulus package after all of the coronavirus challenges and issues and how that's affected the economy and unemployment and businesses. If the Democrats get control of the Senate, then it's likely that that $2 trillion stimulus package would pass pretty easily. Now, if the Republicans remain in control of the Senate, we're looking at about a $1.5 trillion stimulus package. And so it's looking like growth and the investment in growth will be a little bit lower if we have a Republican-controlled Senate. And it's estimated that under a Republican Senate, then GDP would grow about 3.5% a year over the 4-year presidency, with about 11.5 million jobs created. Under a Democrat-controlled Senate, it's estimated that we'll have about 3.8% in GDP growth and about 14 million jobs created. Again, part of that is because of the higher government spending that the Democrats would propose, not only in a stimulus package, but in an overall government spend package over the next 10 years in infrastructure and energy and different things like that. So one way that a Biden presidency will affect the economy and your business is with that higher spending. Biden has talked about proposing a $7 trillion government spend package over the next 10 years. That would be in investing in things like energy, roads, bridges, overall infrastructure of the economy. So obviously with more government spending, that's going to generate more economic output and it helps to create more jobs. Number 2 is healthcare. So healthcare costs are projected to stay relatively stable with no significant changes occurring in any sort of healthcare plan. And so although that might be scary to some because healthcare costs are very high at the moment, especially for business owners who have the burden of taking on that cost, at least there's some sort of peace there knowing that healthcare costs won't skyrocket and increase even more. So number 3 is taxes. The likelihood is as a business owner, you could be paying more taxes under a Biden presidency. That's still to be determined because Biden will be proposing a big government spend package in infrastructure, in roads, in bridges, in clean energy. That has to be paid for. And so that will likely come at a cost to individuals who make higher incomes. If you make over $400,000 a year, it's projected that your taxes will go up. Especially if there is anything done to help stabilize healthcare costs, then there may be additional costs that are required as a business owner to continue to subsidize that healthcare cost. 3 other taxes that might go up. So the corporate tax rate is anticipated to go up. It's targeted that corporate tax rates will go up from 21% all the way to 28%, which is a pretty significant jump. It's also estimated that capital gains taxes will go up. And although that may or may not affect you as a business owner, if you're looking to sell your business in the next coming years, then the capital gains tax rates can affect you. Obviously, an increase in capital gains taxes not only affects you as a business owner, but affects anyone who's selling something where they might experience a capital gains tax rate. And the next thing is that if you have a C corporation and run your business under a C corp, then there is a possibility that you'll be paying increased taxes under a C corp. Now, quick disclosure, it's important to make sure that you talk to your CPA and a licensed tax professional so that you can get professional advice on how the new legislation and new laws will affect you, your business, and your situation specifically. Guys, again, if you're getting some value out of this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And again, go ahead and head to my website. You can check out my 7-step blueprint to business profits in 60 days. Whether you're just starting your business or you've owned your business for a period of time, my 7-step blueprint to business profits in 60 days is a great guide that I created after launching our franchise business and investing over $300,000 in getting it open, and step by step on how we became profitable in 60 days. It's great for existing business owners too if you're looking to increase your profit margins, as there's going to be some great opportunities in the near future to ramp up your business and not only your top line revenue, which is increasing your sales and overall revenue, but increasing your earnings and your profit, which is ultimately the most important thing. So number 4 is employment cost will likely rise. So Joe Biden is an advocate for a $15 minimum wage. A lot of that's going to depend on what happens with the Senate. With a Democrat-controlled Senate, there is a high likelihood that that Democrats are going to go after increasing minimum wage at a national level. And if we have a Republican-controlled Senate, it's going to be very challenging for the Democrats to get any sort of significant national minimum wage passed, especially a $15 an hour minimum wage passed. But if you're a small business owner and you currently pay your employees $9, $10, even $11, $12 an hour, a $15 minimum wage will affect your business dramatically. Not only would it affect your business dramatically, it'll affect millions of individuals across the country. There are a lot of debates from economists on whether a higher minimum wage will be good for the economy or bad for the economy. Another thing about employment costs potentially rising is mandated paid time off cost. So in a Democratic-controlled Senate and presidency, it's possible that there could be some mandated paid time off rules that come out, similar to like in California. So in California, we operated one of our businesses in California for 3 years. We had different rules in California than we did in Florida in regards to paid time off. Our employees were required to accrue sick time and accrue that at a certain rate based on the California laws. In Florida did not have those same rules, and we were not required to accrue the sick time and paid time off for the employees in Florida. Also, going back to the minimum wage in California is very different than minimum wage in Florida. So because of that, our prices in our location in California were significantly higher than our prices at our store in Florida. So no matter what side of the debate you're on in regards to higher minimum wage or lower minimum wage, there are pros and cons to a higher minimum wage and mandating businesses to offer paid time off for employees, no matter what that business looks like, what their margins are, or what type of sales they generate. So as a business owner, it's important for you to stay on top of what the rules and regulations are that are coming out and make sure that you're preparing your business and you're setting yourself up for success if there are any significant or major changes that are coming through. So number 5 is that there is going to be an increased spend in infrastructure and defense spending. So if your business involves labor, construction, or involved in any sort of government contracting or defense business, this could be a significant opportunity for you to go and grow your business. And there could be some opportunities for you to win some local or city or county projects that wind up getting awarded. Make sure you keep track of what's going on, because that increased spending could wind up affecting your business if that's the business that you are in, or it could wind up affecting your business because as there's more investment in infrastructure, that could mean overall more jobs are created, which means more houses could get built in your area, more businesses go up in your area, and again, just overall economic stimulus and economic output and increase in our GDP. So number 6 is supporting entrepreneurs. So although the Democrats are typically thought to be proponents of increased regulation, Joe Biden is an advocate of certain deregulation of different types of regulation for businesses. An example is that Joe Biden has been an advocate of dropping regulations and licensing for people like hairdressers or barbers. And so that can be helpful for allowing more access for some entrepreneurs to go out there and get started. Joe Biden's also an advocate of funding local and regional organizations that support entrepreneurs. And although there's still a lot of that happens currently with different chamber of commerces and different small business startup incubators, having more of those around and having them be more marketed and more easily accessible to business owners could make a big difference in people having the support system around them to actually go out and start their own business. So number 7 is that we'd likely get another stimulus package, and depending upon the type of business that you're in, you've likely been impacted by COVID-19 and this pandemic and how it's affected millions and millions of people, not only in our country, but worldwide. And so with an additional stimulus package, that could make the difference in you staying in business or you losing your business, or much needed capital for you to keep your business going. Joe Biden has been a vocal proponent and advocate of small business grants and not loans. So there could be some more grants that are accessible and available for your business. That could, again, be the difference between you staying in business or not staying in business. So drop me a comment down below and tell me what your thoughts are on how the Biden presidency is going to affect your business. Tell me what kind of business you're in and what kind of impact you think a Joe Biden presidency is going to have on your business. And tell me what you think is going to happen if we have a Democrat-controlled Senate or a Republican-controlled Senate. Again, if you got some value out of this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below, hit the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and then check out this series that I post right up here, which is my franchise series. It's all kind of videos on what it's like owning a franchise, whether you should own or buy a franchise, and how I make and made passive income by owning franchises. I'll see you guys on the next one.